Hey guys, Comedy Goose Gamer here. YouTubers have such stupid intros. Alright guys, so today we will be talking about a new Mario game on the iPhone. Cool. Pokemon that just came out. That's old, but fuck it, I'll talk about it. And yeah, of course we will be talking about the new YouTube policy. Yeah. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up or a like, whatever they fucking call it nowadays. Subscribe and follow me on Twitter, because that's really cool. Also, if you want to donate, you really don't have to. It'll be right there in the description. You don't have to at all. I'll always make content, no matter what. Okay, so thank you all so much, and enjoy. So I did write a script for the whole YouTube policy last week. Initially, when it was announced and everybody was making videos about it, like day fucking one, I made a script about it. But I decided not to. I was furious. I was red hot with anger, and I was ready to bash the world on this topic. But as I started to record halfway, it just didn't seem right. I know I'm supposed to be covering what's new and such, but at this point, I just wasn't feeling it, and I guess it's because of the fact that this new policy didn't affect me in any way. Like, I didn't have any videos that were demonetized, so in a sense, while this policy of removing ad revenue from everyone who YouTube deems not advertiser friendly is very threatening to my career on YouTube, and it's a policy that's been going on for God knows how long, I wasn't ever hit by it at all, and I've checked. Even the videos that say anime porn on it wasn't even demonetized, so that's weird. So I gave it a week to settle down, and I wanted to see where this was leading up to. That's why I'm so late on reporting this, because I wanted a fair evaluation of the situation, without just going on a fucking rant and just slapping my video's title with something like, YouTubers might go homeless, or some bullshit, right? Things have cleared up, and this is what I have to say now. I don't really think this is that much to worry about. When I originally made a script last week talking all about the stupid thing, I was definitely being very irrational. I think straight up I said all YouTubers should quit, which might make you see why I didn't initially make the video about the whole thing. Though I still think too many YouTubers are bending over to these new changes. If anything, while this may not be the end of YouTube, in fact, I know it won't be. YouTube is a juggernaut monstrosity. Like, where else would you go to make videos and get fucking paid? I do honestly believe this is a catalyst for something bigger, though. Maybe. YouTubers have been getting fucked since last year, early 2016 more like, with all the DMCA stuff, the copyright junk, all the false claims, I mean, just everything, and that issue is still prevalent today. There are tons of channels right now being flagged and getting copyright claims that we just don't hear about simply because they're too small. And I was in the same situation too, just earlier this year on February, when my video on this visual novel got flagged because the creators didn't like what I said about the game. I mean, that's a whole can of worms right there, and I can't really cover it, so just check out the video and you'll see what I'm talking about. All these things have been snowballing to something big, and I think everyone knows that. And now that we have this, quote, new policy that's actually been going on for who knows how long, that's why it's new policy, lots of people speculated that that was the thing that pushed it all over, when in reality it probably isn't that big of a deal. Well, at least for the big guys. I mean, it's a big deal for the smaller channels here on YouTube, say like myself, because now I'm extra concerned about the content I make. The biggest issue we have from this whole policy, aside from the vulgar language thing, which is just so stupid, we're not allowed to curse, that's just dumb. Are we elementary school now? Like, what the fuck is this shit? There's this really concerning bullet point that states controversial or sensitive subjects and events, including subjects related to war, political conflicts, natural disasters, and tragedies, even if graphic imagery is not shown. So that is just so bizarre to me. So let's say a world tragedy happens, something akin to, and I'm sorry that I'm using this for an example, something as terrible as 9/11 occurs, right? Let's say something as bad as that happens, or something similar to the Paris shootings, like, happen again, okay? Let's say shit like that happens again and people need to know about it. Even if you do not show the violent parts of these terrible tragedies, even if you were to just cover them and tell everyone to donate to a foundation to help the victims, or literally just telling everyone to pray for the victims or whatever, then you're just straight up not allowed to, because fuck it, Wendy's doesn't want to be associated with that shit. They don't give a fuck if there's a tragedy. They're trying to sell you burgers, not concerns. Look at this delicious burger, you fat fucks! That sort of train of thought doesn't make much sense to me. Like, let's say Holiday Inn makes an ad, right? And the ad happened to be associated with a video relating to Black Lives Matter. Extremely hot topic going around here in America right now with racial tensions and all that jazz. Would Holiday Inn really give a fuck about where their video is placed? I mean, really, they shouldn't care because it's more exposure, but then there's the counter argument of their product looking less appealing if it's a part of a controversial topic like that. Honestly, I really fucking doubt anyone watching a controversial video like that couldn't care less about who the fuck is advertising that video. Holiday Inn is one of several ads that's part of that video, and in no way are they even associated with that. They just happen to have the ad there. I doubt that anyone looking up a Black Lives Matter news video or someone talking about it or making a rant about it would even think about the ad that's playing. They care more about what is going on and what they need to know. I mean, I understand it for sure. Like, if Sesame Street made an ad for their new movie or something, they'd hate to be tagged onto a video related to fucking ISIS, but advertisers can choose what kind of places they want to be a part of. Granted, I don't think the system in which the advertisers are handling isn't particularly perfect, but now, why don't we just fix their system instead of fucking our system? Well, because money talks. And those bigwigs are making the ads, and they're making the money for the site. We're just... Well, I mean, honestly, I don't even know what we are to YouTube. See, but that's the loophole here. It's that you can make these videos. We can. It's totally legal. YouTube isn't technically stopping you from making this content. They're just not paying you for it. Which, in some sense, does discourage people from making that sort of content. As selfish as it sounds, people want to get paid making that sort of content based on controversial things. It's their sort of content. It's what they cover all the time, and if they can't make a living off of that sort of stuff, then maybe it discourages them from even being on the site. I mean, let's face it, that's what it all boils down to. You better get your tinfoil hats ready, people. YouTube's finally whittling away those bad drama boys. Regardless, I haven't seen this thing affect me personally. I'm certainly very concerned about this sort of stuff. I mean, I'm a small timer. I'm barely making it up in this crazy YouTube world. It's far easier to say everything's golden when you're on top. But for the developmental people like myself, I feel like this is kind of a threat against my channel. I don't have merchandise sales. I can't feed myself off of my merchandise because I don't have any. I don't have millions of fans to fall back on when shit gets rough. I have my small little clan that I adore, yet in hindsight they can't compare to the titans of this site. Regardless, while this change doesn't necessarily spell out doomsday for YouTube, it is a warning that our little hub, our little community, might someday collapse on itself, as dramatic as that sounds. This site is where dreams can be made, where people are paid to do what they love. Last month was my most profitable month on YouTube ever. I could actually pay my rent with the kind of money I made from that month. That's nuts. It's nuts that any website could give me that kind of opportunity. And it's nuts that you guys are sticking around to watch it. I'm very thankful to have all of you here, and I will continue to make videos for your viewing pleasure. It's just, well, now I have to be more mindful about the things I do and things I say. Although, rest assured, I can tell you that with certainty, I will not change and I will only improve. And I hope I could say the same with YouTube. So here's a non sequitur for you. Mario Run. That's the thing of the day that I found very fascinating. It's Temple Run Mario. So for those of you who are unaware, there was an Apple press conference held today over at San Fran where they talked about, I don't know, Apple shit. Now, the thing I was most fascinated by was when Miyamoto just suddenly came out and, bless his heart, tried his damn best to talk in English to present his game.
Every time Mario has encountered a new platform, he has evolved and continued sorry.
I love Miyamoto. You can't cringe at that sort of stuff. Not with Miyamoto involved. He's like that friendly father figure just trying his best. You gotta love him. From there, he brought out Bill Trinen to announce Super Mario Run! With little to no fanfare from the audience. I mean, what do you expect from the title Super Mario Run? Well, you got what you think you get. This. Thrilling, exciting action. I mean, I understand the leap Nintendo is making to be a part of this mobile market, and this certainly isn't a game developed with ingenious level design in mind, but it was designed to be addictive, and that itself is just cartoonishly evil genius. I mean, that's just how most mobile games are designed, let's be real here. It's more about building a psychological barrier between you and the home screen button than it is about making a game. I'm just being preachy. Though I will say though, this game should really be titled Super Mario Parkour. Look at his moves! Like, I don't know how old Mario is, but Jesus Christ, he is agile for a plumber. There is one more element in the game where there's a battle mode. If you outperform your shitty friends, you can instill the fear of God onto their kingdom and their toads will convert and join your cult. Basically, I don't know. You just have to see for yourself. The link is in the description below. I mean, there's not much to say. It's a mobile game. To many of you, this news might not be a big surprise, though it is kind of a sucker punch. Nintendo has stated before that they were going into the smartphone business quite a while ago and showed interest in making video games for phones. They officially said that they were planning on making 3 games, one of them being, of course, Miitomo, whilst the next 2 are Fire Emblem and Animal Crossing. I can totally see how they transition over from phones with that kind of lineup, but this Mario game wasn't ever hinted at before, I don't think, or maybe it was, I don't know. I'm not a journalist. Either way, if you're interested in this game, expect it to come out sometime this holiday season. I've always really wanted to talk about Pokemon related stuff with you guys more than anything else, but I'm not really sure how you guys would react to that sort of stuff, honestly. I know most of you are here because of Overwatch and all of you are mostly comprised of Overwatch dudes, but you know, I do like other games other than Overwatch, you know. I just hope all of you share my interests in those other things too. But anyways, a few days ago, Pokemon released a new Pokemon trailer showing off what else? New Pokemon! So let's start from the top. Type Null. Who the fuck? What the fuck is he? Well, according to the website, he's literally just the amalgamation from Undertale, comprised of different Pokemon, which I guess if you squint hard enough, you could see that. I don't know. I love his name though. Type Null. Sounds like an emo band from late 2000s. You know the ones. Moving on, we got Jangmo Unchained. He's a little fucker dragon. It's not much to say, he's just a little stupid dragon thing. Raticate, he went black and probably won't go back. Professor Oak also has an Alolan form and decided to take some inspiration from Ratatat's Alolan form. He is dark. Well, of course, it's not actually Professor Oak. He's not the Professor Oak. He's not the Professor Oak. He's just his cousin. Because, of course, that's just... yeah, sure, it's his cousin, whatever. The most fascinating part about this game is the fact that each game will take place 12 hours apart from one another, which kind of is weird to me. Does that mean that this game has its own internal clock? Can you set the clock in the 3DS to display 12 AM when the Sun version will be 12 PM? Or maybe there's an online clock? I mean, I don't know, but I think this little tidbit is cool because most Pokemon games, aside from the slight story details and exclusive Pokemon showing up in one version versus the other, there aren't that many differences between each other. However, Sun and Moon has really been proven to be like a big surprise, and everything is really different, and there's just so much to this game already that we just don't know anything about, and I love that so very much. And then from there, we went to the Super White Squad, aka the Ether Foundation, who are, spoilers by the way, probably the real bad guys here. Look, just look at this shady motherfucker right here. What a douche.
Can't wait to see some of that Wick fan art, though.
And then there's this fucker, Gladion, which someone made incredible fan art of. Look at this JoJo Ash fan art, man. I love this shit. Kind of looks like Lusamine, or whatever her name is. The chick from the Ether Foundation. Maybe they're related? I don't know. I only specialize in Sombra bullshit speculation. Zygarde dropped all of his goo all over the island, which is as gross as it sounds, and people give you his goo, which is also as weird as that sounds. Pokemon Snap is literally revived in Pokemon Sun and Moon, which is cool, I guess. You know, I loved that game as a kid, but I got real bored of it after, like, the 4th course. That stupid ass Mew Rainbow Road stage, though, that was fucking horseshit, by the way. Finally, the weirdest part of this whole trailer, Eevviill. What the fuck is that thing? It's not even considered a Pokemon. It's straight up called an Ultra Beast. What the fuck is that? So damn awesome, man. I love mysteries in my video games, as you all know. I think Pokemon really lost its luster in terms of legendary Pokemon when they started to give them out like fucking candy. I remember the 4th gen in particular was the biggest goddamn culprit of this whole thing. There's like 14 Pokemon in that game. Oh god, I hated Gen 4 so much. I love to see the allure of legendaries to come back with this game. I can't tell you how much fun I had hunting down the Reggies when I was a kid. You fucking had to learn Braille for that shit. It was so cool and mysterious, like goddamn. Also, some people have speculated that Eevviill could be that little girl with the mysterious past, and yeah, I guess if you went cross-eyed you could see that that's the case. The Japanese trailer shows the main character summoning the creature, so that may not be the case. I mean, who knows, really? Lots of people have been speculating that she is a Pokemon or has something to do with the legendaries. I mean, we do know she's important to the story regardless. It says right there on the website, Lily will play an important role in the story of Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon. Well, there you go. Still, I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm very excited for it. I love Pokemon so very much, and if you guys were to allow me to, I would love to talk more Pokemon with y'all. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's roundabout of bullshit. Again, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Twitter here. Alright, guys, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see y'all next time. I love y'all. Bye.